You are listening to Venus Rose, interactive spiritual Q&A and the power of sound.
Music is like sunshine.
Hello, conscious souls. How are you feeling? I woke up this morning with a feeling that I wasn't able to fully grasp yet. It is positive, definitely. Perhaps it's still the influence of the full moon in Libra that was exact 2 days ago, on the 1st of April in my area. I am a runner. If my time permits, I run 2 times a week, just for fun, and to recalibrate with the help of conscious breathing and connecting and concentrating with my body. The last years I didn't go on long runs, but since the snow melt and the fire energies are pushing, I upped my game quite a bit. I can only recommend to go outdoors and move your bodies, at least a little, in whatever way you feel like, even if it is just to go for a walk. Being in nature is soothing for the nervous system. Apart from the firehouse energies that will be with us for a while, the Western astrology is awaiting a stellium of 8 planets in Aries in the upcoming 2 weeks. Aries season, as the beginning of the new cycle, is asking for a rebirth. So the fire energies are still overly dominant and pushing for a change. I did not want to let this season slip away without reflecting about courage. One of the most beautiful traits this zodiac sign is associated with. We all need it, walking the earth at the present time. Many people consider courage as the most important virtue. The etymology of this word reminds us that it stems from the core, the center, the heart. In German language, for example, to have heart means to have courage, not to confuse with to have a good heart or a big one. That, of course, is connected with having compassion. As always, there are many forms of courage that one could talk about. For many, it is only a mental thing. To have moral strength to go against an opposition can be a courageous act as well. Civil courage is one of my favorite ones. I learned about it when I was in school back then. Maybe I was in 8th or 9th grade, not sure. We were playing soccer after we finished our classes. 3 rough-looking dudes, a little but not much older than us, came with their fists and teased one of my friends. It was the girl who had the guts to go between them. Afterwards, the other boys said how brave I was. Sorry, but I rolled my eyes. What a shame. You were already taller and stronger than me back then. From my spiritual lens, I look at the strong toroidal field of the heart, an electromagnetic donut-shaped field that surrounds us beings. The more conscious we get, and with it more focused on love, and I mean a general love, the force that imbues everything, not just in various kinds of relationships, the more coherent this heart-centered field becomes. Clarity, balance, and harmony are words that I want to add When I speak about coherence, it is not only logically. Yes, in my context, it is also about how things connect. The heart-brain coherence symbolizes the true cross, when both parts get into alignment. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes you can just feel how harmonious the frequencies are. Why am I saying that a coherent heart represents courage? There is a powerful frequency that emerges from the alignment of heart and brain. You can call it fortitude. It comes with a calm clarity that helps you deal with any challenges that come up in your life. It is not necessarily meant that there is no fear. To me, fear is just our senses that are ringing the alarm bell, who want us to be present and pay attention in a certain moment. You can learn to work with fear and take it with you. A coherent heart field allows you to do that. It helps you to be able to think clearly, make decisions, and or move your body if needed. These are just examples. When you have courage, you can do that, suited according to your circumstances. I mentioned the situation during our soccer game after class. There was not much fear. I can remember that I was angry when the other boys in my group did not do anything. There wasn't even a reason. The older guys simply wanted to show off and grabbed the nicest chap to push around. Maybe I was naive because I did not know the rough dudes. It simply made no sense to me that the others were watching while they were pushing Jay around, and we outnumbered them. Afterwards, Jay thanked me, and others came, slapped me on the back. The teachers called me brave. The girls came and asked if I wasn't afraid in that moment. To be honest, I did not think about what could have happened. I do not ask these questions in such situations. I had others too. When it comes to courage, at some point there is a choice that needs to be made. In that old story I told you about, my choice was to help my friend. There is a determination that comes up, and it did for me very strongly. And I believe that this frequency comes up when you make a choice. Maybe you choose to be courageous in a certain moment. Sometimes those choices are not visible. I guess for most people, courage is connected to something that is heroic and out there to be seen. Sometimes those choices are not made mentally, but by the soul, and the being is simply following its heart. In my one-on-one sessions, we work on the matters of the heart. Whatever blockages you have around the heart center can create fear. Energy is not able to flow freely, and that hinders us to get into a coherent state. Every one of us has been hurt, especially as a child, and when parts of our hearts are silently closed, we need to open them up again in order to face challenges more clearly. So the question for this episode that I will leave you with is, how can I increase my ability to have courage? Even if it is just to learn how to say no. Where do I need to stand up more for myself or others, and why is it difficult for me? Go within and listen to your heart. That would be a good place to start. I believe One reason the zodiac sign Aries is associated with courage is the ability to follow the impulses you get. As a cardinal fire sign, it is designed to initiate and take action. So buckle up, the cosmos will continue to push these energies, calling each one of us to take courage for others and for ourselves. I love to hear from you. Aries season is still burning. You can choose from the themes: the physical body, the ego, being energetic. Perhaps we should talk about aggression. You can leave questions in the comments of my YouTube channel named Crystal Seraphim Sounds, or my Instagram. For those of you who do not have social media and love to send questions, or would like to book a one-on-one session with me, to go on a soul sound journey, to learn how to release blockages from the heart, send me an email for further details. You can find everything in the show notes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you the most beautiful weekend. And for those of you who do celebrate, happy Ostara days. Love to you all, Rose.